I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for your prayers.
Good. Of course. How's he doing?
He is doing better.
Good.
So
Good.
that is a great thing.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes,
Good.
it is. It is. My time says 3 o'clock. Does your time say 3 o'clock? Wonder Women?
It
Yes.
does. It says
Okay,
three.
let's hit our theme music. I hope it goes through clearly.
Thanks, babe. Thank you, honey.
From 1976, Wonder Woman aired. All the world is waiting for you. Yes. And the power you possess. In your satin tights, fighting for your rights. And the Wonder Woman. Yes. All the world is waiting for you. Come on in, Facebook. And the power you possess. Come on in, YouTube. In your satin tights. Hey, hey. Fighting for your rights. And the old red, white, and blue. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Do we have 3 viewers? Look at Linda Carter. All right, all right, all right. We had our theme song. I am excited, ignited, and delighted that we have 3 Wonder Women on the panel today. We are highlighting 2 of them. The first one is Miss Denise Marcel, co-founder of Denali LLC. Denise, can you please introduce yourself and your business to our viewers and our listeners? Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me, Tish. My name is Denise Marcel. I am the co-owner or co-creator of Denali LLC. It is a marriage and relationship enrichment company.
Wow. And I was on last night for After Dark. What? Oh my gosh. I can't wait for you to do your pitch. You all have to check out their YouTube, and your YouTube name is
YouTube. YouTube at Denali. Sorry, I don't do this. My husband does this. I think it's YouTube/Denali LLC. I think.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Sweet. Welcome, welcome, welcome into the room. Next, we
Thank you.
have Miss Ajwa Ray. Can you please introduce yourself and your business to our viewers and listeners?
Hello. Thank you so much, Sister Tish. It's good to be here with you and Sister
Ah,
Denise.
yes.
I am the president and CEO of Women of Praise. Women of Praise is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We provide spiritual support to women of color working in politics. So, our goal is to uplift, inspire, and encourage, empower women of color in this very challenging space. So, we love what we do, and we're so glad to have a just some time with you two powerful women. So, thank you.
Of course, I think that sounds like such a healthy space with all the mental health opportunities that's happening. Oh my gosh, all the stress I'm sure that's in the political arena, that you're able to talk about God freely and encourage those who need it at the opportune time. So thank you so much for being here. First questions up. Denise, girl, I had the privilege to speak and interview with your other half, Oliver. Oh my gosh, what a man. What a
Ye-
man you
What
have.
a man, what a man, what a
What a
man.
man, what a man, what a man, what
What
a
a
mighty
mighty
awesome
good
man
man.
you have, girl. I learned so much. So this is my opportunity. He was like, when you get her on, you ask her.
Oh,
So last month I interviewed him and learned just so much. From your perspective, what has been your most beneficial asset with working with your husband, your man, your boyfriend, your confidant
My
in
days.
this organization that you all have co-created?
I think I would say that it has really made us, as we're helping other couples and other singles in their relationships, it's really made us have to look at ours and fine tune a lot of stuff that we didn't really think about before. So I think that that has been an asset, and it has made us, as a result, come closer together. I would say that that would be what it is. Yeah.
Wow, like that is so sexy. That not only do you get to be with the guy that you love and help others in their process, in their
Mhm.
relationships, but even catapult your relationship, as we learned last night, into the seventh heaven. I
Oh my
mean,
goodness.
how can you get any better than that?
That man is crazy. Yeah, it doesn't get any better. Being able to do what you love with the person that you love the most, after God, of course, is just the best. It's the best. I really, really am grateful that we get to do this together.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. And that's just, if I did not know God, I would be envious. But because I know him, that's not a spoil of the enemy's camp that I partake in. I just celebrate
Amen.
with you
Amen.
that you're
No.
able to have such a beautiful life with the one that you love. You're able to co-create, to
Yeah.
sharpen each other,
Yep.
to grow through it, take the trash out. I learned that from him. Take out the
Mhm.
trash and not allow it to sit and fester and
Yeah.
rot
Yep.
in the relationship,
Yeah.
but continue to do the work. So thank
Mhm.
you so much for your perspective, which is pretty much the same answer that he
Is
gave.
it? Okay.
It was, it
Yeah.
was. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep. Sister Ajwa, man, your question is, what was the last big project? And I know that you are on this panel because you're a Wonder Woman and you are doing so much. I saw that you bought a house this month, you had a birthday, you are being super mom. There's just so much stuff. But if you could select one of your last big projects, what was it and what were the outcomes of that project?
Mm. Look, God has been good. I mean, there are always challenges, and the challenges grow, they get bigger as
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
blessings come, right? So I
Yeah.
think now I'm in this space where God has just he said, "Okay, I'm not withholding the blessings anymore." But with that has come challenge.
Mhm.
So I would say I am part of I guess my biggest accomplishment in the last week has been, yes, the house, and very excited about that. But I was chosen by the Department of Health and Human Services, US HHS,
Mhm.
to be part of a cohort of faith leaders that
Nice.
are part of this program called Youth and Spirituality. And
Mhm.
it's a partnership between HHS and Columbia University.
Nice.
And I just
Awesome.
finished the program last week, and they're having a graduation coming up in a couple of weeks. But
Wonderful.
as part of thank you, as part of God is good, as part of this program, I was able to develop a program for the organization
Mhm.
that focuses on mothering and supporting our children in times of crisis. So
Mhm.
the project is called Mothering Through Crisis, and it's a pilot program. And we just received funding, a notification of funding from
Nice.
HHS
Yay.
Columbia
Cha-ching,
University
cha-ching.
to do this program. And we're partnering with actually one of my good friends, two of my good friends who are both also members of Women of Praise. One is a clinical social worker, and the other
Mhm.
has worked with the youth, a youth director. And
Yes.
we're providing this much needed opportunity to women. And we received seed funding, and it came out of this program. And I'm just very excited about it because, as you know, mothering is not easy. Mothers don't
Mhm.
have enough support,
Yes.
and we do most of the work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow,
That's
wow. You
awesome.
see, viewers and listeners, I'm telling you, the Wonder Women that we have, that is powerful.
That
So
is
this
awesome.
program, and it's not on the list of questions, but this program, if someone was a mother and was in need or in a crisis, how do they get assistance? Do they just reach out to Women of Praise? Ajwa, I'm not sure if you're on mute. Denise, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I'm not able to hear you, Sister Ajwa. I'm not sure what the technical opportunity is there, but I'm going to circle back. I'm going to ask my next question to Denise, and hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you're not on mute. And I'll ask Denise the next question I have for her. So, Denise, looking back on your beautiful life, what is just one thing you've learned that you would tell your daughters or your younger self?
Mm. I think, well, it seems very obvious, but this is exactly what I tell my daughters and my son is always seek God, put him first, make
Yeah.
sure that whatever it is that you desire, whatever your dreams and plans are, put them before God first.
Yeah.
Let him rearrange them and sort them out, add, take away from, and just make sure that it is his will, that your desire is matching up with his will. Seek him first because it just makes life so much easier
Absolutely.
when you do it that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I went to church today again. So I have several churches, right? We are the church. We are the church, not necessarily
Mhm.
a building.
Yeah. Yep.
And the series that they're talking about is deeper. And they were talking about being a person of love, being a person who knows your identity in him, being
Mhm.
a person who is humble, being a person who has peace. And today it ended with being a person that celebrates, being a
Mhm.
person that has joy overflowing and that can represent him, and just talks about noticing all that he's done, right? Taking the time to count
Mhm.
your blessings. And when you include him in it, like you don't have to repeat the
Right.
cycle or repeat
Yes.
the step
Exactly.
because he was a part of the planning,
Yeah.
right? He's going to
Yep.
let you know. So to some, it may sound taboo, but I'm a witness, Sister Denise, that
Yes.
it works. I
Absolutely.
do not want to
Absolutely.
continue to do the thing again because I was too hard-headed to listen the first time. So I'm
That's
going to
right.
invite him in. I'm going to include him in the decision making. And
Yeah.
even if it's something that I think like, man, that seems whack, I don't want to do it, I'm still going to do it anyway because I know he loves me and he wants the best for
Right.
me.
Because it's all about trust, right?
Yes.
If he's a good God and he only wants good for us,
Yes.
then it only stands to reason that I'm going to want what he wants for me. And
Yes.
he knows best. So even if I
Absolutely.
always say, even if it doesn't make sense to me, or it may not have been something that I thought of, or may not have been something that I would have grasped at or wanted to aspire to myself without including him, if he says so, then I'm going to trust that
Yes.
he knows best because he only wants what's best for me. He knows me.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, whether it's the school you're trying to decide from, I had one young lady, she wanted to go to Georgia, but she is going to Florida. It's okay. I know your
Yep.
heart was there, but he knows something's
Right.
amazing at
Absolutely.
Florida. Whether it's you wanted an engagement ring for Christmas and you didn't get it at Valentine's, and it's okay if
Yeah,
the
it's
relationship
okay.
ended. God knows best. If it's a marriage that you thought it was, oh my gosh, this is the best, this is my husband, and it didn't work out, it's still okay because
It's
God
still
knows
okay.
best.
And the
So
thing is, I was going to say, the thing is too, is even when we do decide, he's our shepherd, right?
yes,
And so
yes,
when we veer off and maybe stray a little bit off of the path that he may have had for us, he's our shepherd. So he's going to gently bring us back to
mhm,
where he wants us to be. And if we stray
absolutely.
far off and we make a mistake, that's where his grace covers us. And then he'll gently guide us back to where
Yes,
he wants us to be. So it's never a done deal, even
that's
if
right.
we veer off and go in a different direction, as
Yes,
long as we're willing to come back and be guided back by his gentle rod. As it's just, he's our
yes.
shepherd always.
It said he will leave the 99, Denise. He gonna leave the
Yeah, the
99.
99, listen, just for me, okay?
Yes, yes, just for me, just
Yeah.
for me. Thank you so much for that. I mean, it's the truth. I am a
Mhm.
living witness. I'm glad to see you back, Ajwa. I was asking before we had that technical opportunity if there was a lady experiencing crisis who may be listening to us at the moment and want to get assistance. Is there a way to benefit from that program?
Oh, yes, sure. Absolutely. We are not starting the program until September. So
Okay.
there is enough time. Now it is going to be a small group because it's a pilot program. But if anyone is interested, a mother is interested, they can reach out to me. They can find me, find us at womenofpraise.org, and it's praise, or excuse me, .com. Although we own .org too, but it's .com.
Yes.
And we'll follow up.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Awesome. So, ladies, mommies out there, if you are going through a crisis, we have Reverend Ajwa Ray on, and you can catch her on the website at womenofpraise.com. Even if you send it to womenofpraise.org, it will reroute you to that site. And so, my next question is for Ajwa. We learn and grow each and every single day. What was your aha moment for the month of May? What was the lesson you learned, your takeaway for May of 2023?
Hmm. Trust God no matter what it looks like.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, I've been ruminating on this difference between trust and faith. Excuse me, my child's friends are calling on. They're trying to FaceTime him.
I love it. I love
They're
it.
6 years old. I don't even know how they can work this stuff. But that was them FaceTiming him to check on him. But
Mhm.
but so faith and trust are different. They're related, they're similar, but they're different. And faith is your ideology, right? Your
Mm.
part of your theology, your belief that things will work out. The trust part is your the practical part of that, right?
Walking it
It's
out.
as we are going through this journey from situation to situation, how are we falling on him,
Mhm.
right? When
Mm.
we don't see him, how are we allowing him, trusting him to provide for us? And, I have the faith part down for the most part, right?
Mhm.
For the most part. But it's the day by day trusting him in each situation, even when it doesn't look like he's there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I just got
That's
out of this, and it
scary.
was crazy. It was a crazy process. The market. This is a crazy time.
It
Mhm.
is. It is.
but I had to do it. And there were times during the process it didn't look like it was going to work out. You
Mhm.
know, the property that I wanted, I was outbid. I visited several properties, put a bid on 3 properties. I was outbid on every one that I
Mhm.
put a bid on.
Mhm.
And this one particular property, I literally prayed inside of it, in front of my realtor with my children. And I said, Lord, this is the desire of our hearts. If
Mhm.
it is in your will, please, Jesus. And I felt it. It was the only property we walked in. The 3 of us felt like this is home. This is it.
Mhm.
Nice.
I knew that once we put in that bid, it was going to be ours. Put in the bid, and I was outbid.
Wow.
I said, Lord, this isn't what I expected. I
Yes.
felt like this was home. This was it. I
Mhm.
prayed. Me and my babies prayed here, and it was a witness moment for my realtor. She was like, what's going on over, over there? you know, but prayed. And guess what? 2 weeks later, something happened. The deal fell through
It
with
was for
whoever
you.
outbid me. And the
Mhm.
house, they didn't even put the house back on the market. They just gave it to me. And I
Wow.
said, oh
Wow.
my God,
Get
is
it.
that believing even when
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything else is saying no?
Mm.
No,
Yes.
this house is not yours.
Wow.
No, you've been outbid. No, that bid was accepted. No, the
Wow.
property is taken.
Mm.
But God is working. He is working.
Yes.
Um, always,
Yeah.
always on
Yes. Yes.
all sides, and we just don't have that vision where we can see
Yeah.
all around, but he does. So just trusting him, and this is very recent, even with my son's surgery. My son recently had surgery, actually on Wednesday had surgery, and just having to trust God
Mm-hmm.
in all of it. The surgery was successful. That was a huge weight lifted off. Okay, God, you
Yes.
told me this was going to be successful, and you delivered.
Yeah.
And then came back home and he had an infection, and I'm like, Lord, wait.
Mm.
Wait a minute. The prayer wasn't just for the surgery to be
Right.
successful. It was for a good recovery. And it was that there weren't
Yes.
any complications and there weren't any side effects. That was the prayer, Lord. What is happening?
Mm.
Having to trust him anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Anyway. And being able to recall what he did for the house and say, Lord, what if you did it in that situation? You got my baby. This is your
Yes.
child.
Mm.
Yes.
Right? So long story, long-winded.
I
But man,
love it.
I felt this so much this month. So thank you for asking that.
Of
Mm.
course. Of course. I'm so glad that He is our biggest superhero without saying. He came in a clutch on the house. It wasn't even placed on the market. It's like, this is Audra's house. Bam.
Yes.
He came in again and cleaned up that infection on baby boy. And we're celebrating him
Amen.
on today. Praise God for that. Love it.
Amen.
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 Yes. Denise, thus far, actually, I am going to, get this one right here for you. Not running away. Can you please share an experience of when you were disappointed, but navigated through that disappointment, which ultimately stopped the bullet and you got a win?
Oh, trying to think. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Last year, I'm not gonna go into detail because I didn't get the okay to talk about it beforehand, but last year we were promised something, me and my husband, and it fell through. Well, it began going well, and eventually it fell through and it didn't work out. And that was really disappointing, not only because it was what we had hoped for and it was what we felt like God was telling us to do, and the direction that he was telling us to go in, but honestly, a lot of our life was dependent on this working out and going well.
Yes.
And so it didn't work out, and we were super disappointed about it. Naturally so. And the only thing that I could think of as being a win is that even though we were very disappointed in all of the variables and the people that were involved, I think the win in that is that I didn't, because I know my husband wouldn't have ever, because he's much more calm than me. I think the win for me is that I didn't retaliate as I would have in the past.
Whoop, whoop. That is a win.
I think that is a win, because this was huge. This was pretty huge. And for it to not work out was very disappointing, and honestly affected us financially and otherwise and things like that pretty badly. So it was a win for me that I did not retaliate.
Yes. I mean, that's huge, Denise.
Yeah.
In this day and age, people are having mass shootings. People are losing their minds, like literally taking matters into their hands, not trusting, like Audra said, not you taking the events that you would tell your daughters or your younger self. They are taking matters into their hands. They are getting vengeance.
Yeah.
They are being avenged, right? They're being that other superhero. They're being Thor, right? They are taking matters into their hands. And I'm just grateful that you didn't do that.
I mean, not even that, but I know my mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I so wanted to pick up the phone and call this person and just not use very godly words.
Yes.
And I just take it as a win that God was like, nope, I got this.
Mhm,
Trust
mhm,
me.
mhm.
I have it, even though this is not at all what you thought.
Mm,
Trust me. I'm
mm,
gonna take care of you. Don't worry about it. Let me handle it. Vengeance is mine. And so,
Yes.
I just, even, not to the extreme of what you were saying as far as mass shootings or shootings and stuff like that, because that really does happen
Mhm,
for seemingly to us small scenarios like
mhm,
what I experienced.
mhm.
But, I thank God for keeping my mind, but I also thank him for keeping my mouth,
Yes.
because this mouth right here, so and I also thank God that my husband is the complete opposite. He's like, it's all right.
Mhm.
It's okay. And I'm sure he had some choice words in his mind too, but
Yeah.
he's my even keel. And so
Mhm.
I just thank God that it didn't go the other way. So I take that as a win.
Yeah. And what I love about the book of Joel, he talks about what the canker worm thought
Yeah.
they ate.
Yeah.
He will redeem the time, he will
Yes.
restore.
Yeah,
So,
he
my
will.
prayer for you, my sister, is that whatever the enemy thought he meant for evil, that
Amen.
God will turn around that thing and
Amen.
that he will polish it up. He will present it to you and Oliver,
Yeah.
and you're going to come back and drop the mic and say, but God
Amen.
worked
Yes.
it
yeah,
out.
Amen.
amen.
Yes,
Amen.
he
I
is going to
received
do
that.
that. Amen. That's
Mm,
his promise. Thank you so much for sharing. That
mhm.
was good. That was really good. Okay, Sister Ajwa. Oh, this was the question I was waiting for you. What is something you would politely, so they say that women can be catty. They say that women can be toe up from the flow up, a hot mess. They don't get along. But I think we're pretty good sisters on this call.
Amen.
And I too have seen and have my own experiences. Ajra, what is something you would politely say when you see a lady coming at you sideways and she's clapping back, and you see the spirits of envy and jealousy on that
Mm,
person? How do you handle that?
mm,
I just love on them. I do.
yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes them upset.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
But then when it does, that's when you really know what the
Right.
motives are.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it has changed the course of the
Mhm.
interaction. A
Mhm.
lot of women, well, sometimes, let me not say a lot of women, because that is not true. Most women I have very positive experiences with. I've had a strong sisterhood.
Yes.
I have sisters. I have 3 sisters myself, and I grew
Mhm.
up with just strong relationships with women. I'm part of a sorority also, but I have noticed that
Mhm.
some women are insecure themselves.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
And once you validate what is missing or what the issue is with them,
Mhm.
Mm,
they put their guard down
yeah.
and they're more
Mhm.
embracing towards you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
doing it from a posture and a place of love, and not,
Mhm.
I'm trying to, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Either I'm better off than you, or I know more than you, or whatever advantage point. Um, Not being, coming from a place of love and humility.
Mhm.
Yes.
Look, we are in this together.
Yes. Yes.
We're in this together. It disarms people. It
Yeah.
disarms women, and that has been a superpower. Honestly,
Absolutely.
I've been friends with some women that have treated me horribly
Mhm. Mhm.
in the past.
Mm,
And, some of them have even said, apologized and said,
Yeah.
I was terrible to you and you did not reciprocate that to me,
Yes.
mm,
you
Yes.
know? And I was talking to Tish about this a bit, and said, look, it's expected. Jesus dealt with it, right?
Yep.
yeah.
And sometimes it comes from very close places, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about Judas, think about Joseph, right? And
Mhm.
because of that, I expect to have to deal with that at some
Mhm.
point, and I try to respond in love and forgiveness just like Jesus did, just
Yes.
Mm,
like Joseph did.
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't mean it's easy, it's hurtful. I've had some
Mhm.
very close relationships um, you know, have challenges because of that,
Mm.
jealousy or whatever have you. And that it's painful and I can't,
Mhm.
act like it's not because it is.
Absolutely.
But it's realizing that, okay, 9 times out of 10, it's not a you problem, it's a them issue.
Yes, yes.
And loving them anyway, that does not mean exposing yourself continuously to hurt and pain,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You can love people from afar, you can
Yeah.
forgive people without re-engagement. You have to
Mhm.
do all of those things to protect yourself. The Bible says, you know, guard your heart, right? For it
Yeah,
is the wellspring of life,
yes.
right? So you have to do that with all relationships, friendships,
Mhm.
romantic relationships, professional relationships,
Yes.
um, but doing it in a way where you're still maintaining your integrity. You are being gracious because we
Mhm.
don't deserve to be treated the way God treats us, right?
Mm, that's
Um,
right.
and owning when it may be a you problem, when it may be a you issue,
Yeah,
because we're not perfect. So,
that's right. Love it, love it, love it. Yesterday after church, I went and I had lunch with two of my sisters. They went to Remnant. I was like, I haven't been to that church. But I remember when we first started, we planned the Silver and Gold Soiree as we opened up 2011. And Elsie and John met through that process. They're now married with 3 kids. And it was so great to reconnect. But I remember during the process, they were like, Tish, we apologize. I'm like, for what? Did you spill something? What's going on? And they're just like, we thought you were bougie. We thought you were this, but you're really cool. We kind of prejudge you just based on how you show up, but you're mad cool and we appreciate you for that. So I agree in that, you know, this is just a shell. At the end of the day, what you give, hopefully you will get
Mhm.
back in return. And because I'm a person of love, it's not about me, even though I do like to dress up. That's just how I was ingrained as a little girl. But I love to serve. They're like, you came here with flowers, you came here with gifts, you're always giving us something. That's my love language. I love to feel
Mm.
their smiles and how they feel that I thought about them. So
Mhm.
yeah, just reassuring and edifying and building up. After a while, those walls come falling down, and in the end, we can all be friends. And so I'm grateful to hear that love is the answer. Literally, it is.
Yeah.
Denise, question 5. Thus far in your life, what has been your trophy moment you are most proud of?
Oh gosh. I would have to say my children. It's really difficult. Not difficult. It's sometimes challenging, um, when you're raising children, whether you're raising them alone as a single parent or whether if you're raising them um, while you're married. And I've done both.
Mhm.
I think that is my proudest moment because now they're all young adults
Yes.
and we are all friends now. Like I'm not parenting as much as I am. I'm mentoring and I'll,
Mhm.
give my input when they ask for it or my advice or, you know, things like that. But I think my proudest moment is now we're friends.
That's good.
And I remember I posted a screenshot of the conversation, a text conversation between me and my oldest daughter just a few days ago.
Mhm.
And one of my friends, she has, I think they're 5 now. She has 5-year-old twins, children. I think they're
Wow,
5.
wow.
And she responded and she said, "Oh my goodness, this is my goal. This is like parenting goals." Like,
Yes.
because she was like, "'Cause these years, they're a challenge. They're all over the place or whatever."
Mhm.
It's just a blessing to look back, and even though I made a lot of mistakes, and I mean a lot of mistakes, I can look back and say, "Wow, these kids, thanks be to God."
Yes.
And, my guidance from God in rearing them,
Mhm.
they turned out pretty okay.
They're
And
excellent.
and even if they didn't, I know that I did the best that I can, and where I made mistakes, God covered that with his grace. And so I think my proudest moment is just to look back and be like, wow, these are no longer children. Hands off.
Yes, they are young adults. They
young
are
adults.
friends. Mom is cool, you know.
I don't think I'm always cool. That's
But the fact that they wanna text you, they wanna engage, because some people are like, I'm 18, I don't want to go back, I don't want to go, I don't want to talk to a parent.
I'm grateful for the relationship we have, for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's powerful. That's parenting goals for me too. How about you, Ajwa?
Yes.
You want your kids to like you in the end and be friends and come home for Christmas, right?
You do. I'm at, my kids are young, so I'm not at the friend part yet. As a matter of fact, I say a lot of times, I'm not one of your friends.
Yep.
I am friendly with you, but I am not your friend.
That's
so
right.
I'm looking forward to, and I'm not rushing it because I'm cherishing these moments, but definitely looking forward to the time where it kind of reverses a bit.
Yeah.
Like, we are friends.
Right. Exactly. It's a sweet thing. It's really sweet.
Awesome.
Ajwa, your question is, do you see yourself going back to school for a PhD? If so, what will be your dissertation on? If not, why not?
I thought about it, and I actually was in a PhD program studying counseling, marriage and family counseling, but I didn't have the time. So, I'm not sure. I think I'd love to, but it's the time. Again, my kids are young, and the cost.
Yes, on that one too.
If I could go and, and there are programs, a lot of programs that actually would pay for it, but they're not close. And again, my kids are small. I wouldn't want to leave to go back to, Connecticut or somewhere else to do it. So when they're older, I'll think about it again.
Got it. Good to know that you'd be interested in the marriage and family counseling arena.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that though. It would be something else. That was a lot. It's a lot, and I just all praises, I praise all those who are in that field, because it is a lot. You have to really love what you do, and it's very time consuming to attend to others' issues, when you're going through your own as well. So it would be something else. I'm not sure what, but I've done a lot of schooling, a lot of, graduate school, and then certificate program. So I'm kind of schooled out at this point as well.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Yes. Yes. And sometimes when you look at the cost benefit analysis in terms of your income and what you get for that PhD, sometimes all the money you pay for it, you don't really see it in the end. Miss Denise. I'm sorry, Ajwa, were you saying something?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with that, agreeing with what she said.
Miss Denise, when you are not serving as a wife, as a mommy of young adult children, as a glam ma or a businesswoman, how do you celebrate yourself?
Ooh, I love to just chill and relax. I like to listen to music, curl up anywhere on the corner of the couch, outside on the patio, in my bed, and either listen to an audio book or read a book. I haven't read an actual book, in like a physical, organically read a book. I do a lot of audio listening right now. But that's what I just love to do. I love books. So I like to.
What was your last book you enjoyed?
I'm listening right now to, she's a therapist. Her name is Kobe Campbell.
Okay.
And I don't remember the name of the book, but it's really good. I'll tell you in a second.
Kobe Campbell, I'm writing it down.
Yeah. Let's see. What is it called?
Is it about marriage?
It's called Why Am I Like This?
Ooh.
And it's about like past trauma. She's a great therapist.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a very good book.
Thank you. Which leads me into my question to Ajwa. How is your book coming along, young lady?
So I already published one years ago,
Mhm.
and I am working on it. I am waiting for God to say go,
Mhm.
um, because the testimony is still in the works. So I'm waiting for Him to say, okay, now you can share
Yes. I
all of
can.
this, because people will be able to relate to different parts of it,
Mhm.
and He wants the net to be wide, so that various people with various experiences can relate to different parts of the testimony. So I'm just waiting for Him to say go.
Yeah, I completely get it, because the same thing with me. Like, okay, God, I hear you. Okay, so once you finish this part, then okay, I get
And I'm
it.
getting antsy, right? I'm like, okay, but you can't, you got to be aligned.
That's
I
right.
know how it feels to be out of the will of God. And
Yes.
Right. Do not want
I'm not
that,
going to do
because
that. So,
it's not gonna
yeah,
be good.
right. So just
Yeah.
wait on them, right?
Yeah.
Wait on the Lord. Yes, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta
Beautiful
wait.
voice. You have such a beautiful voice, Tim. I didn't know you
Aww.
could sing. It's
Praise God.
lovely.
Thank you. I'm always, my Sabbath school class is like, Tish is about to break out. It just flows. Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Denise, God, as Kirk Franklin said, is our life, our love, our all. Besides him, who's your superhero and why?
Oh, it's got to be my husband.
Of
That's a
course,
no-brainer.
dear.
Yeah,
Tell us more about him.
he is my, like I said, he's my even keel. I think I grow more grateful for him and fall more in love with him as time goes on. Not just because, oh, he's so cute, I just love him, da, 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 da. But I really feel like, and I tell people this all the time, he is the only person that God can use to show me about myself.
Wow, that's deep.
Like I he is the only person, and often without saying a word to me.
Wow, that's
So
even deeper.
yeah, I just really, really appreciate who he is. I appreciate how supportive he is towards me, towards our family. And, he is a man of integrity, if nothing else. If he says
Mm,
he's going to do it, he's going to do it. If he doesn't know how, he's going to figure out a way. And
yeah.
I just love him for that. I love that he's my calm, he's my steady, so that when I
Mhm.
get anxious or riled up or the Caribbean in
Yes.
he can be like, "Okay,
Spicy, yes.
reel me back in." So, yeah,
Yes.
I just appreciate he is like my bulwark. He is just my steady, my rock, and, yeah, besides God, he's my rock.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Ladies, great men exist. You
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
wait, just like we're waiting on sharing certain testimonies and books. You wait for that right one.
Amen.
Denise, blessings. Shout out to Oliver. He has a book out. It's called The Breaking the Man Code.
It's called, Overcoming the Man Laws
Overcoming the
for the
Man.
man who wants to be his best despite what he was taught.
Loving it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, any gentlemen listening, viewing the replay, please feel free to get Brother Oliver Marcel's book, Overcoming the Man
Man
Laws, that
Laws.
you've
Yeah.
been taught. Sometimes dysfunction is passed on and learned, and we think it's
Yeah.
cool, especially in our community.
Mhm.
But it's so great when there are mentors and mentee relationships, and we want to really unlearn some of the toxicity and stick to what really is going to help catapult us to the next level.
Amen. Yeah.
Wonderful. My question is the pretty much same for Ajwa. Who is your superhero besides our creator?
My daddy.
I love it. Tell us
Pastor
more.
Ansa, he's the best.
Yes. Thank you. I'll let him know, Sister Denise. He's just just that constant, that steady, has always been a strong support in my life. So definitely my dad, and my
Awesome.
mom too, of course. My mom has also been
Sweet.
great.
That's awesome.
She's another Wonder
Awesome.
Woman.
Yes, she is. She is. Oh my goodness. Four children, all doing excellent. You did a great job. Both of your parents, definitely. Let's see here. Denise, what is the next project that's coming up on the horizons that you're going to be working on?
The next project, I don't have a date. You guys keep me honest because I tend to procrastinate because of fear. But the next project that I have is I'm trying to finish a journal for women and for single mommies, two of different
Nice.
kinds. So hopefully, what is this, May? Hopefully, we'll have it done by the end of the year. I'll give myself some grace.
Yes, you deserve it.
I love that so
Yeah,
much.
thank
For
you.
women and single moms.
Yeah.
That's nice. Joelle, same question for you. What is your next project? Is it flushing out the September cohort, the pilot?
It is. It is Mothering Through Crisis. Yes, that is my focus. And if God tells me, hey, go ahead on this book, I have my notes. I've been taking notes. I've been putting things down.
Mhm.
And I start to pull them together in a way that's pleasing unto Him. So,
Yeah.
Amen.
I guess I can share my my next project. I'm so excited about it, man. I heard God tell me, I saw it in my face, and then yesterday a mom was like, I'm gonna need you. Well, let me back it up. Last week or the week before, another mom was like, I need you to. Yesterday, a mom was like, I need you to. So I'm going to be putting together a 12-week module to do group coaching for our young women so that I
Excellent.
have more Maya Love Days, more Troy Moores, more Tierra Easters, more
Oh,
Lillian Velas, more Cecile Roberts, even though she's not younger, but still more people that really want to, there's a difference between a woman and a lady. And I praise God for my cousin Valerie Turner. I don't know if she's watching, but I have my birth mom, I have my surrogate mom, adopted mom, and then I have my cousin Valerie that I worshipped as a kid. Forgive me, God, I was a kid. I idolized her because she was the epitome of a ladyhood, ladyship,
oh.
and I hope that I took some of her dreams and perfected, and I think that I'm able to do that for our young people. And I
Wow,
want to
that's
continue
awesome.
to do that.
That's kind of making me tear up to think that you looked up so much to these women in your life, and now you are displaying that and you're exuding that, and now you're about to work on this project, like you're paying it forward. Do you realize the legacy that you are continuing?
Thank
That
God.
is huge.
I'm telling you, yesterday, when was it?
Huge.
Friday. Friday was getting my nails done. And I went on Facebook and I saw Maya Love Day. I was like, that's our debutante. She is grown up. Like she
Wow.
used to be in the not Pathfinders, the Blue Adventurers. When I met Maya, she was an adventurer. And now she is graduating on June 4th and going to Towson University.
My goodness.
And
that is awesome.
How many times have I been through a part of coming alongside the parents and being a part of that tribe? So
that's amazing.
thank
And
you.
now these young ladies are going to grow up and they're going to have all of this input and all of what you instilled into them. And then they are going to go out and remember everything that you shared and everything that you poured into them. And they're going to have that and be able to pour into others.
That's the
It's
goal.
amazing. That is just so great. I'm so
Girl,
proud of you for that.
I agree. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm
Wonderful.
just, I mean, and to be not only in our community, not only in our Black diaspora community, not only in our Christian community, but I've also been approached by moms in other spaces, that don't look like us. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, God, this is really
That's
something that you're
fantastic.
calling me to do. I'm going to do it now. I'm
Yeah,
just going to do it. I'm going to make it happen.
absolutely. Oh, that's
So
so
starting
great.
in September, kind of like Ajwa, I'm going to have the Ladies of Victory
Oh,
University, even though it's
oh,
not Ivy League or university, but I really like
Mhm.
Love You, right? Ladies of Victory University
that's
starts with,
beautiful.
of course,
Great.
loving God, loving yourself, and then you'll be able to recognize healthy love and be able to,
Yes.
pursue your goals and be all that you were created to be and purpose in this life.
That's
So,
fantastic.
Thank
Congratulations. That's
Yes,
thank you.
huge.
congratulations, and it's so necessary.
Oh
So
my
needed.
gosh. Yes, indeed. How can we just value ourselves more,
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. I love it.
Thank you. My question for you, Denise, is what is the one thing you want the ladies who are watching, who are listening, to take away from your interview today?
Oh, just know that you are valuable, you are loved, you are seen by God. That, I guess, would be the huge what I want them to take away. You are seen by God no matter what field you're in, no matter if you're an exec, a high up exec, or no matter if you're a female blue collar worker, you are seen by God. You
Yes.
are seen, and He loves the one on one relationship with you. It's not just, God as this big creator and He does for all. Like, He really wants to be intimate with just
Yes.
you,
Yeah.
face to face, and intimate relationship one on one with you. You are seen by Him. You're
Yeah.
not insignificant no matter where you are in your life. And I think that's important to know, because then that builds confidence in yourself.
Yes, Denise, that was powerful. It's so true. So
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sister Adjoa, same question for you. What is the one thing you want the ladies who are watching and listening to take away from this live broadcast, from the replay when they go to YouTube and hit what was Tish and her team talking about? What do you want them to take away?
It kind of piggybacks off what Sister Denise said. Because once you see yourself the way God sees you,
Hmm.
you can then love yourself. That
Yeah.
would be the first thing. Be patient with yourself and extend yourself grace as you
Yes.
journey through life, which can be difficult at times. So
Yeah.
those are the three: love yourself,
Yes.
love on yourself, be patient with yourself, and
Mhm.
extend yourself grace. We're so gracious to others.
Yes.
Yes.
So hard, so difficult on ourselves, and that doesn't help us.
Right.
So those would be the 3 points that I would leave.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to answer that question as well. And the one thing I'm hoping women can take away from this superhero panel, because we do stop bullets like Wonder Woman. We are wives and mothers and aunties and cousins and sisters and godmommies and neighbors, employees, entrepreneurs, executives. We are doing
Mhm.
so much in
Yeah.
this world. There's just so much to do. But if you guys have hit it on the God, you've hit it on the love. And so for me, I think I'm going to just pretty much share, saying no
Mm.
is not a bad thing.
Mm.
And
Establishing a fence. I don't know if you all remember that sitcom Home Improvements, where the fence was appearing, you could only see his eyes. Establishing that healthy boundary. I
Boundaries.
know for me, some of the losses that the enemy wanted me to think was a L or a loss, it was because my heart is so big. I'm
Mhm.
always wanting to give.
Beautiful.
I'm
Yeah.
always wanting to love. I'm always wanting to cater. I'm always, just understanding, me going through my own healing process of not being a people pleaser, not being codependent,
Yeah.
and understanding that saying no is not a bad thing, establishing a boundary, establishing a gate. We're not saying to keep people out, but
Yeah.
you have to make sure that you have that metal detector. Ding, 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 ding. Like,
Yes.
is there? This is the gate, right? Before you can get into the courthouse, you got to put your coat on the
Yes.
conveyor. You got to be screened. You got to be checked.
Mm.
Be that person with the big heart. Be loving, be nurturing, be giving, be who God has called you to be, but establish that fence, have that gate, have your metal detectors so that you're protecting your heart, you're
Yes.
protecting your mind, your spirit, your soul, which is your mind, your will, your emotions, and
Yes.
that you're protecting yourself physically, mentally, in all aspects, financially, so that you can really be whole. You
Mhm.
want to make sure that you're whole, not fragmented, not broken, so that you can pour in and give back to others.
Yeah.
We are doing it all, but we have to make sure that we have a line. The ocean cannot come up to the mountain. There is
Yes.
an invisible line, a healthy boundary. And when it does, it's called a tsunami and things are destroyed.
Yeah.
But for those that are viewing, for
Mhm.
those that are listening, love yourself enough to say no when you need to retreat, to
Yeah.
establish a wall and a boundary when you see someone is trying to take advantage, and
Yeah.
to take some me time because you deserve it. Now is the pitch time. I am going to ask Denise. Here is your time to pitch Denali so people can understand, they can know where to find you, and they can come and patronize you and Oliver.
So we are all of our social media is at Denali LLC across all social media, and our website is www. Do people still say www?
I
I'm
think so. I
aging
do.
myself. Denali.org. You can reach us there. In June, we do have a 6-week group coaching experience that is coming up. It's another cohort that we're doing, I believe, I don't remember the date, but it's in June. If you go to our website, you can get all of the details. The last cohort we did was fantastic. We
Awesome.
really had a great time. We keep it intimate. We're only accepting 8 couples.
Nice.
We like to keep it intimate because we like to make sure that everyone gets the attention that they need and deserve. So that's coming up in June. You can get all of the information on our website.
I love it. Cohort singles calling all not singles, couples, calling all couples.
Yeah.
We want 8 couples to be under the next cohort that's coming up here in June. Go to denali.org and you will get all the details. Thank
So
you.
it's Denali for the cohort. It's denali.org/make love better
Woo!
for the cohort.
Deep.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's kind of sexy, Denise. That's kind of sexy. Make love better. Okay. The 7th heaven in the making. You guys want to make sure you get Oliver and Denise. They're going to keep it spicy for you, keep you glued together. I love it. Sister Ajwa, now is your opportunity. You are doing big things coming up. How do the people get to stay in touch with you, follow you, and continue to patronize your business?
You can check us out on the website at womenofpraise.com. Praise is spelled with a Z, women of PRAIZE.com. We are also on all social platforms at Women of Praise. And you can send us an email. You can send us a message, DM us on Instagram, whatever works for you. We'll be in touch.
Nice. Ladies, thank you. I can't thank you enough for your time, which I know is valuable. Ajwa, you are literally performing Wonder Woman right next to your son that's recovering. And we just praise God for his recovery. And I'm going to thank you. I'm going to give you an ear hug and kisses. And I'm going to end with this clean version, if I can, of All I Do Is Win, because when we are, hey, yeah.
I love it.
Go up and listen it. Get it? Get it? Down, down, down. That's all I do. Hey. Yes.
Love it.
Thank you for your vision, sis.
Of course. I
Yes.
mean, the world needs more love. It needs
Mhm.
more love. It needs more women that can love on others, that is
Mhm.
coming with a forked tongue, that's coming with fiery bullets.
Mm.
We
Yeah.
need to make love better, you
Mhm.
know, and keep our marriages together. I am in an atmosphere, you know, Monday through Friday, where I get to see legacy, I get to see community. And in our
Mhm.
communities, we struggle with marriage and keeping that thing together and pouring into the single mother that's going through crisis and establishing our young women,
Yeah.
you know. So I thought that this was much needed, and I hope that those that may not have been able to join, that they see it pinned, they go back, check out the replay. And again, my love and my thanks to you. Want to respect your time. It's 4 p.m. Until next time, keep shining.
Take
Toodles.
care.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much for having us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.